Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a look at the Demco UMS fifth wheel trailer hitch. So this is a sturdy hitch for you to use with your fifth wheel trailer, and this utilizes the puck system or the OEM rail system in your Ford trucks. It works for the 2011 through the current model year of your Ford F250, 350, and 450 for the long bed. If you do have a short bed truck, it's better to use a slider or something else that's going to accommodate for that close quarters or the close clearances for the short bed trucks. This is really more intended for the long beds. So the nice thing about it is that we are going to be able to use that OEM factory prep package system, so you can just drop that base into place and not have to worry about dealing with any kind of rails. It's going to take up a lot of space, so whenever you don't want to use your fifth wheel trailer, you can still have full access to your truck bed and not have any rails getting in the way. This particular hitch is going to be a really nice secure connection point around that kingpin. The jaw is going to go 360 degrees around it and hold it really nicely and securely in place, so that way we're going to reduce the amount of chucking or jarring, that kind of lurching feeling that you got out of a lot of the older style fifth wheels. So I'll demonstrate that with a little piece here. This is just kind of to mock up how that's going to work. So to open up the jaws, just want to open the pin and clip there, and I'm going to turn this around and make it a little easier on myself. I'm going to pull out on this handle, so this would be on your driver's side. I'm going to pull that out until you kind of hear a little click and it stays in place, and now you're ready to couple with that kingpin. So just taking the place of my trailer, I'm just going to have this little guy here. And as this comes in, it's going to activate that spring-loaded lever to close that jaw around the kingpin and provide that secure mounting position. So I'm just going to push that back, slides into position, kind of slams into position. Now you can replace the safety pin and clip here. Make sure that everything else is hooked up that you need to. Got your wiring installed, all that good stuff, and you're ready to hit the road. So pretty easy as far as hooking up. Same process whenever you go to unhook. Remove that pin and clip, pull the handle out, pull away from your trailer, and that's pretty much it. Once this passes out, it does lock that handle back in place, so as it pushes back out, you don't have to worry about making or realigning that handle. It just kind of does it automatically, so then you just have to replace the pin and clip and you're pretty much good to go for the next time. Something I like about this hitch as well is that it does have this dual pivot point for the head, so that helps to give us a little bit more articulation to accommodate for the bumps in the road. Also helps to get hooked up and unhooked, so you don't have to be on perfectly level ground. It does accommodate that movement to make it a little bit easier. The funnel here is also going to be a little bit narrower than some of the older styles from Demco, so it gives that nice, or the attachment point here is going to be a little bit narrower, so it gives that really tight fit. You can see there's really not a lot of movement just for this little guy, which is at this point a little bit shaved down from us using this in a bunch of different fifth wheels, but pretty tight in there. Doesn't really want to spin too much at all, so definitely going to provide that secure spot for your kingpin. Again, side-to-side movement as well as the back and forth there helps to alleviate a lot of the issues with transfer of motion from our trailer into our truck. That is cushioned a little bit at the bottom here. It might be kind of hard to see, but there's going to be two polyurethane bushings, one on either side of that saddle bracket to cushion that movement. And then also at the back of the head, you'll notice another one back there that's going to cushion the motion for the head assembly. So as that moves back, it has something to hit rather than it being metal on metal contact for each of those points. Another thing that I like about this is that you can disassemble it into three parts. We'll have the head assembly, and then the saddle bracket here, and then our actual side plates. So it makes it a lot easier to take this in and out of your truck by being able to take it into those three main chunks and move it around. Even so, especially for the base, You probably will still need to have an extra set of hands to get it removed, just because it's kind of big and awkward. I think it weighs about 80 pounds on its own, just the side rails. So heavy enough that it's a little bit awkward, but if you can handle that amount of weight on your own, have at it. The head assembly is about 40 pounds. I think the saddle bracket is about 50, 60. I'm not exactly sure on how heavy that is overall, but it is nice you can break it into those 3 chunks to make it easier on yourself to remove rather than all at once. As far as specs with this, it does have a gross towing weight of 21,000 pounds. The vertical load limit is going to be 5,250 pounds. Of course, you do want to check your owner's manual in your truck. Make sure that it's up to that amount of weight. You always want to go off of the lowest number of any weight ratings for any component in your system to make sure that you're staying safe and following all those guidelines. As far as our height adjustment, we do have 4 different placements, so we can have this saddle bracket to accommodate for the side rails on our truck. So that goes from about 16 inches to 19 inches, and they do go in inch increments. So that should be the height from, yeah, so it's the height from the base to the top of the hitch. Right now, I think we have this in the lowest, or not exactly the lowest configuration, but right now it's about 16 inches, so yeah, about the lowest configuration there. And then you can go up a little bit higher as you need to. It is made in the USA, powder coat steel, so it can stay looking nice for a long time. Pretty easy to use, and I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right hitch for you. I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Thanks for watching.